sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested Sunday following an alleged incident at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Richardson, 25, was arrested for alleged domestic violence after an altercation with her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman, The Athletic reported. The Olympic gold medalist reportedly got into a fiery argument with Coleman at a TSA security checkpoint in which the arresting officer saw Richardson shove her boyfriend multiple times as he was walking away from footage caught on security camera, per The Athletic. Richardson's offense was listed as a fourth-degree domestic violence assault. Coleman ultimately did not press charges and declined to be a victim, according to the report viewed by The Athletic. The incident landed Richardson in custody at the SCORE South Correctional Facility in Des Moines, Washington, where she stayed for just under 19 hours until she was released on Monday, according to records viewed by The Post. Richardson has been dating Coleman for over 2 years, despite the couple only making the relationship public in February.
Situation, but she's a human being and a great person, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like we've been able to be like really good teammates like all year, and I hate that narrative too because you know, us coming together, like we're just two like real dominant personalities, and she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like I see it every day, and like, you know, for me in my process, like I just said, like moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, you know, 10 years of my, you know, track and field career, and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give, you know what I'm saying, like that's my path, that's my journey, and like being so up close and personal with her every day, and like I watched this girl like fall on the track like in February and walk it off like it was, you know what I'm saying, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back, and then 3 weeks later like have a, it was just a sucky situation, but like have a competition, and like, you know what I'm saying, like she just has a lot of things going on, and like a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that like not only I can understand, but you know nobody can, because she's one-on-one and I'm one-on-one too, and so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously he's one-on-one, and so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that like it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she's gonna bounce back, and like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
All right, man. Let's talk more about Sha'Carri Richardson part 2. Obviously, now they released some of the footage of her, you know, going crazy, and the boyfriend defended her and said they shouldn't have took her to jail and all that. That's the problem. That's the problem. We always talk about DVs. Or men are dangerous and men can't keep their hands to themselves. It's a one-sided story, bro. Most of the time, these women are putting their hands on these guys. They are emotionally unstable. They start breaking stuff. And when you see it in public like this mean you can imagine what he go through behind the scenes. Black men are conditioned to put up with black women like this. That's a fact. They conditioned to take it. Most black men think it's normal to see their mothers rage or their sisters rage through the house and break stuff and have a sharp tongue and say the most disrespectful things. See, we think it's normal. We think it's normal. That's a fact. We think it's normal. But in reality, it ain't normal. It's not normal. We shouldn't have to put up with that amount of abuse, that abuse. And they tell young black men, oh man, get you a black woman. You know, you gotta have a black woman. You gotta have a black woman at any cost. You can bring a top tier white woman home, a top tier Latino woman home, and they all know better than any other black girlfriend you had or you can get, and it's still frowned upon. From the black men in the house to the black women in the house. I'm just keeping it real. They expect you to put up with abuse like this. If this abuse leaked out at one of the most secure places that you can be in the United States, at the airport, imagine what the abuse he was dealing with at home. Imagine the abuse that he was dealing with at the crib. He was getting used and abused at the crib. And it's unfortunate. But these men, they don't report it. Men don't probably report 90% of DV situations. They don't report it. They don't. And we ain't even talking about the verbal abuse. And every time something like this happens, it's what he done, what he do, what he do. And then you got women on social media, oh, you should put your hands on. This is why I punch and hit people. And then as soon as the man hit you back, you punched him in his stuff. As soon as he hit you back, oh, you want to call the police and cry damsel in distress, which is crazy to me. Y'all want to cry. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody. And a lot of women think it's funny like that. They legit think it's funny to put your hands on somebody. Because you know what? A lot of black people don't have conflict resolution. They don't have conflict resolution. He should have pressed charges on her. Fuck her career. He should have pressed charges on her. At some point, the precedent got to be set. And I tell all men, if you deal with women like this that make you feel like this or get abusive with you, that's yelling, get away from them, bro. They bring you down to their level, man. They bring you down to their level. Trust and believe me. They want a lot of women. That's why when a girl went viral talking about she didn't want no good man and she like hood ninjas. This is kind of what I mean when I talk about that. I talked about the Free Game 89 channel. Women like that, they will destroy good men. They will destroy everything you got going on. They will drag you to that level. And you don't want to be dragged to that level. Trust and believe me. This is why most guys, when they start acting like, when they get to that point of the yelling and screaming and disrespect, just leave. Let's not even get to the point of we gotta call the police. Let's just leave. Leave. Get out of there because it's the countdown to it go round. And then she'll be beating on you and you push her, and all of a sudden she start crying. He put his hands on me and she calling Pookie, or she calling the police and she putting a case on you. Don't nobody sick Brad or Brad with a badge on you faster than a lot of black women. They always want to threaten to call the police on black men. Or they always want to threaten to call HR or whoever it is at the job on your ass. If black guys keep swallowing their whistle, you know what I'm saying, or not paying attention to the signs, it ain't gonna change. Start calling the police on these people, bro. They break your property. I seen one woman years ago. The guy went to the club. She got mad, poisoned and made his dogs. If you don't report it, can't nothing change. But I get it. A lot of brothers scared of the police. I done seen so many body cam footages that they do, and the guy called the police. He getting abused, and they going to the woman. Are you okay? And the guy got a whole fucking bloody face, and ain't nothing wrong with the woman. So I get it. So that's why it's best just to walk away. It's best to walk away. And I always say that, y'all, a lot of men, y'all young men, and these old ass ninjas too, got a tendency to look at ass and titties and face, and that's cool, right? But as you get older, you're gonna see that none of that fucking matter. Temperament, character, her values. If that, her temperament is very key. Nobody ever talk about a woman's temperament. Nobody ever talk about what's her temperament, how's her attitude. And when a woman yell, scream, at you in public, in person, raise her voice at you like that, she don't respect you. Especially ain't over something. Man, you understand, you be like, oh, I lost 100,000 on FanDuel tonight. I lost our savings. Okay. She got the right to yell and scream at you or be mad or, silent treatment, whatever it may be, right? She got the right. But for little shit, oh, I went to give me something. You said you were hungry. I ain't give you it. They start flipping out over little shit, or y'all chilling, and they just got an attitude with you for no reason and all that. Man, get away from women like that. Women that want to start drama, women that need drama, women that want to start arguments, women who can't keep their head. When you see them little things early on, when they be disrespectful or they call themselves trying to talk over you or check you or whatever the situation may be, Get away from them. They can't hide that for too long. They can't hide it. They can't hide it. And then, you check them and you be like, man, you can go home, or I'm about to go ahead and leave. And then they never feel the need to apologize. They never feel the need to apologize. So they never be like, oh, my bad, I was tripping last. Get away from them, bro. Save yourself for Sha'Carri Richardson situation, because that's where it's going down to. Tell you that right now. That's where you headed to. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, check the real one-on-one playlist out, music entertainment playlist. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Join the Patreon. All that's in the link tree. Peace.